study about tokens, different types of data types, and what are the different memory size of different data types, and what is the default values of these data types. Okay, these are the different things we will study in this video. Students, what is meant by token? Token represents the each small individual units in a program. Java program, we can see different types of things, and these type of small groups are called tokens. What are the different types of tokens then? See, we have five. Mainly we can divide these tokens into five: punctuators, operators, literals, identifiers, keywords. To remember this one easily, how can I will give one equation: polik, P-O-L-I-K. That means if you expand these letters, you will get this answer. That means P for punctuator, O for operator, L for literals, I for identifier, K for keywords. Okay, and these are the main tokens available in Java. And two more are there: separators and assignments. With the help of an example, I will explain these five things. Okay. Mainly punctuators. Punctuators means here I had given one. I displayed one example. What is an example? See, one program, one small program. From this program, we all know how to write the Java program. And from this program, we can identify the punctuator. What is punctuator? See, here I used one double inverted comma. See, this is called a punctuator. Okay. And a single inverted comma. These are the different types of punctuators. And what is meant by operators? Here I used one operator, plus symbol. That means arithmetical operator. We can use different types of arithmetical operators: plus, minus, division, or multiplication, or mod also we can use. Okay, this is called the operator. And what is meant by literals? Literals are constant values. If you declare a variable and you can give the constant values to that particular variable, that is called the literals. This is a string literal. Different types of literals are there. I will explain later. Okay, what is meant by identifier? To identify a class, we are giving some names. Here I had given addition, and for to identify this function, I had given this add. This is called the identifier. Okay, and here we had given the variable name as C. Here A, B, like that way. These are the identifier. And here we have some rules. You have to start with a letter or underscore. You can use letters to identify when you are writing the identifiers, but don't start with the number. You can use numbers, but don't start with the numbers. And don't use space in between these identifiers. Identifiers are used to identify the variables, classes, or functions. Okay. And last one is keyword. What is meant by keyword? Keywords are reserved words, and that carries some special meanings. That means some words, the programmers have designed some words and it has a special meaning. When they design this program, at the same time they design these words. And we can't use these keywords for any other purpose. Okay, and you have to careful about the cases of these keywords when you are writing a program in the using these keywords. And this is called reserved words, and it has a special meaning also. What are they? Here, class is a keyword, and void is a keyword, int is a keyword, int is a keyword, system dot out dot all are keywords. We have to use the same thing what they have given. Okay, that means the same case also. If it is in capital, you have to write in capital. Don't use small letter. If it is in small letter, you have to write in the same small letter. Okay, then only we'll get the correct answer. That means these are called the keywords, reserved words. These are the different categories available in this program. And what is meant by separators? Separators meant to separate the if you want to separate the things, we are using spaces, brackets, and a comma also we can use. These are called as separators. And what's meant by assignment? Assignment meant to assign. If you want to assign a value to another value, we can use this assignment operator. This is under this category, and we can sometimes we are giving separately this one. This is called the assignment. Okay, and these are the things we are using in this program. This is called the and this one also a bracket. This is called a separator. Okay, and these are the 5 main things available in tokens. I think you understood. We'll study later. What's meant by literals? Literals means constant values. What are the different types of literals? These are the different types. First one integer, second one real, third one character, fourth one string, fifth one boolean, and the last one is null literal. Okay, and what's meant by integer literal? Integer literal represents the whole numbers, positive or negative. These are the examples of integer literal. Any whole numbers we can represent with the help of integer literal under this integer literal. What's meant by real literal? Real literals represents the fractional numbers or point numbers. These are the real literals. And what's meant by character literal? Character literals are enclosed within a single inverted comma. With one letter, we can represent like this. This is called a character literal and use this single inverted comma. And what's meant by string literal? With a double inverted comma, we can represent the words or sentence. This is called a string literals. Okay, with a double inverted comma. And boolean means true or false. These are the two outcomes of boolean literals. What's meant by null? Null literal means the values, and in the case of the absence of values, we can represent null literals, and it is used to initialize the object or arrays. Null literal means no value. Okay, and these are the different types of literals: integer, real, character, string, boolean, and null. And these are the examples of this literals. Okay, next one, identifiers. Identifiers means it is used to naming a block or a variable or a class or a function. Okay, these are identifiers. And next one is operators. What is meant by operators? Operators means there are three types of operators. What are they? Arithmetic, logical, and relational. Arithmetic means plus, minus, slash, into, or mod operator. These are the different types of arithmetical operator. Logical means it is used to check the conditions. And operator, or operator, not operator, like that. Logical operators are available in Java. Relational operator means greater than symbol, less than symbol, greater than or equal to symbol, like less than or equal to symbol. These are called relational operators. These are the different types of operators. And what's meant by punctuators? Punctuators means comma, semicolon, dot operators. These are the punctuators. And what's meant by keywords? Keywords means void, class, throws. These are the keywords. These are reserved words. And some more are there. Separators. Separators means we are using curly brackets, square, this open and close bracket and square bracket also to separate the things. These are called the separators. And what's meant by assignment? Assignment operators means to assign something, we are using this. That means int a is equal to 10. This is called the assignment operator. Okay, to assign one value to another value. Okay, these are the different types of tokens. What's mean by data types in Java? What's the use of data types? It is used to identify the type of data. If you want to enter a data into the computer, we need some memory space, and we need some memory space to occupy this type data. And how much memory you need? Computer doesn't know. We need to give the memory size of that means this much memory we need. For that we are giving the data types. That means there are some predefined data types and non-primitive data types also there. That means if you select a predefined data types, you will get this much memory. Okay, that means that memory size is fixed. And if you want anyone, you can select from that one. According to your data, you can select any type of data. Using this data type, you will get the memory size to occupy your data. Okay, this is the use of a data type. Then what are the different types of data types available in Java? Let's check. There are two types data types: primitive data type and non-primitive data types. Primitive data types means it's predefined data types, and non-primitive data type means it is not predefined. Okay, and this means their data types are fixed size. It occupies the fixed size. But here that is now fixed size. Okay, and here we have different types of primitive data types. What are they? Numeric and non-numeric. Okay, these are the different types of primitive data types. And in numeric section we have two different sections. What are they? Numeric data types are represented the numbers, and we have two types of numbers. We know whole numbers and fractional numbers. To represent the whole numbers we are using integer data types, and to represent the fractional numbers we are using floating numbers. And we have four types of integer data types, primitive data types. What are they? Byte, short, int and long. These are the four primitive data types under integer part. That means we can, if you want to enter a whole number, we can use any of this one. And the memory size of this one is varying because this is the smallest size. 1 byte only you will get. From this one you will get 2 byte. From this one you will get a 2 byte like this way. From this one you will get a 8 bytes. That means the different memories, this memory size of these data types are very different. Okay, and you can select, if you want to enter a long number, big number, you can use this long data type. If you want to enter a small number, you can use any of this one, like this way. But you should use this data type for whole numbers only. And if you want to represent the fractional number, you may use this float or double data type. These are the two different floating numbers data types, and all are in small letters. To represent this data type, when you are writing this data type, you have to write in small letters. Okay, and this occupies small size memory. That means a small we will get a 4 byte memory, and here we will get an 8 bytes memory. That means this represents single precision numbers, and this one represents double precision number. If you want to enter smaller numbers, we can use this float data type. Otherwise we can use this double data type. This one occupies 8 byte memory, and this one occupies 4 bytes memory. These are the different types of floating type primitive data types. Okay, then what is meant by non-numeric data types? Non-numeric data types are in two different categories. What are they? Characters and Boolean. Characters, in characters category we have one data type. What is that? Char. And in this section we have one data type, Boolean. To represent true or false we are using these data types. And to represent character type variable, single letters, we are using this char data type. These are the 8 different types of primitive data types. What are they? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, char and Boolean. All are in small letter. And for different purpose we are using these data types. And these memory size also vary. And which type of data we are entering, can choose any one of this one. These are predefined and fixed size. Okay, and we have this much of primitive data types, and this is predefined and fixed size. And what next category is non-primitive data types. One, what is meant by non-primitive data types? Non-primitive data types means when you design a class, we are using different types of primitive data types. Sometimes we are using integer data types, sometimes we are using float data types. That means that memory size is not fixed. It is varying all the time. For one class, different memory size, because this total size of these primitive data types is the memory size of that particular class. And sometimes, in the case of some other class, we are using different types of primitive types. That means the memory size of that particular class is different from the first one. That means their memory size is not fixed. Like that case, that type data types are called non-primitive. It is not predefined, that are non-primitive data types. It's a combination of primitive data types. For the non-primitive data types, the examples are class, array and interfaces. And class, we know what is meant by class. Detailed study, we will take a detailed study about this non-primitive data types or composite data type, or it is known as user-defined data types. Arrays also we will study what is meant by array and interface. Okay, and you just understand about this one. These are the two different types of data types in Java, primitive and non-primitive. And in primitive section we have 8 different types of primitive data types. And in the case of non-primitive, we have these much non-primitive data types. And we know what is meant by string. When you want to enter a string or create a string variable, you have to first create an object of string particular class. Otherwise, you can directly enter the value to the string. How? As a string literal, string is equal to within double inverted comma, we can give directly that value. And these are the different types of data types. I think you all understood about the data types in Java. Data types and the memory size from this table. It is displayed here. And what are the different types of data types? We know we have 8 different types, different primitive data types. And here we have 4 integer type data types. What are they? Byte, short, int, long. And what are the memory sizes? Byte, 1 byte. Memory you will get a short, 2 bytes. Int, 4 bytes. Long, 8 bytes memory. And in the case of floating data types, float and double are there. Okay, and float, in the case of float data type, you will get 4 bytes memory. In the case of double data type, you will get 8 bytes memory. And here we have non-numeric primitive data types. What are they? Char and boolean. And for the char data type, we have 2 bytes, and for the boolean data type, we have 1 byte memory. You will get it. And you have to study this one. This is very, very important for you, and you have to know about this one, this memory size of each primitive data types. Related questions you will get for the exams, and some questions are related to this one. That means memory size of array, that when we calculate the array size, like that question, we need the memory size of these different types of primitive data types. Because of that, you have to study thoroughly this table. Okay. Let's listen to the different types of default values of different data types. This table displayed about that one. What is meant by default value? This is the initial value of a particular data type. If you are not giving any value to that data type, it must, which value will be assigned to that particular data type. These are the different default values available in Java for different data types. For int data type, we are using this 0 as a default value, and float data type we are using 0.0f. Okay, and for double data type we are using 0.0d as a default value, and for char data type we are within single inverted comma slash u 000. This is representing a Unicode value. Instead of this one, you can use single inverted comma. Okay, this is a default value of char data type. And what's the default value of string data type? Double inverted comma. Okay. And boolean data type default value is false, not true. Sometimes we imagine, we will think that it must be true, but it is not true. This is false. False is the default value of boolean data type. You have to study these data types default values, because this is very, very important for all the exam. They are asking related to this default values of different data types. You have to study. This is very, very important for you. For each one, you have to study. You should study this one. I think you understood about this different types of tokens and different types of primitive data types, and what are the memory size of different types data types, and what are the default values of that one. And I will give last I will give some questions related to this one. You try to answer this one. You try to comment your answers in the comment box. If you like this one, please share to others also. And if you want to get my previous videos, you should subscribe my channel. And if you want to get my next video, please press on that bell button. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.